Let's go.
If that's what you want.
All right.
Orders? For me?
Beautiful. Yes. Best wishes. Spring has sprung. Sweet dreams. Yes.
I'm listening.
Let's go, of course.
Orders? For me?
All right. Best wishes. Yes. Beautiful. Yes. Say night-night. Let's go.
If that's what you want.
Yes. Well.
Orders? For me?
Best wishes. Let's go. Spring has sprung. Sweet dreams. Of course. Time to play.
Merry Christmas everyone, GuardianE here with another Camilla Emblem clear video in Fire Emblem Heroes, today taking on Celica, Queen of Valentia, in her very own legendary hero battle on Abyssal difficulty. So this being the holiday season, I do want to keep this pretty brief, truncated, so everybody can get back to enjoying the holiday. But basically, I did want to touch upon a couple of things. First, the layout of the map itself is Obviously a throwback to Legendary Alm's map. It is the same map as Legendary Alm's, in fact, I believe, to the tile. The main difference being that Alm's not here, of course, and I believe that this Bowfighter here is actually in the place of Alm, where he would normally be if memory serves. A few things to note terrain-wise. In the area that you're starting, you kind of have limited mobility if you're not using flyers. You basically lose 4 entire tiles from this water and the bridges, so bear that in mind. You're not going to have a lot of maneuverability and room to shift around and reposition at the very start when you have the enemy forces approaching you. These 2 tiles here are breakable walls, and they actually work in your favor. I think they actually serve as a pretty nice buffer against the enemies, and the enemies will actually get caught up on them trying to break them down, which slows their approach, which you can use to your advantage. Celica herself has Miracle at a 1-turn cooldown, which obviously means if you're not going to one-shot her, then she's going to have Miracle ready, which means that she's going to be very difficult to take down in 1 round. She has 80 health, naturally, as well as 37 res, and 25 defense is also respectable as well, so she is going to be difficult to one-shot, and 1 turn, I should say, with 1 character. You may need to end up doubling up on her, or using Gale Force tactics to be able to attack her 4 times, or even quad her, or something to that effect to get rid of the Miracle effect and be able to actually finish her off. This Troubadour up here does have Flash Plus, and that is important to note because if you do allow her to run amok, she is cavalry, so she obviously has increased mobility compared to other units, and if you let her attack, she will do kind of an area of effect, which will inflict the inability for your allies to counterattack. And that is a problem that can be an issue, especially when you have a deluge of enemies moving forward. And boy, oh boy, are there reinforcements. They do appear all around and behind you. There are a number of different waves that appear, and I believe they are triggered by certain kills. So certain kills on the battlefield will trigger the spawns of the reinforcements on the following turn. So just bear that in mind, which makes this map pretty susceptible to 1-turn clearing, or clearing the map before all of the reinforcements end up appearing on the map. So that can be a strategy that you employ by luring them all in and then taking them out all at once. Now that being said, this is an Abyssal level map, and the enemy stat lines actually aren't horrific, or not as horrific as we're used to with Abyssal maps. I mean, in terms of the HP stat lines and the defensive stat lines, I feel like they're a little bit toned down from what we have come to expect from Abyssal maps, which honestly is a saving grace. I'm actually pretty grateful that they decided to do that. As far as the Camillas themselves, they're all at plus 10. Spring Camilla and Brave Camilla each enjoy a maximum of 5 Dragon Flowers as well. And they all have pretty much their default builds, or rather the builds that I usually put on them that I think are pretty versatile that I use to when I'm going into any new challenge. I didn't really have to alter anything, thankfully. The only big change that I had to make was the seal on Brave Camilla. So I had to put the Drive Speed 2 seal just to give New Year's Camilla in a couple of instances the necessary speed to double. But otherwise, didn't really have to make any adjustments. So let's go ahead and jump right into the strategy itself. At the very outset, we want to bait this Bowfighter, who's basically a substitute for Alm, with Spring Camilla. And naturally, as a Grand Raven Triangle Adept user, she can tank him just fine. Now, she's not going to double and kill, which is actually fine for us. We don't want him to die on this turn, because we can take him out next turn, and him being there is actually going to force the enemy to funnel in a certain way. We'll use that to our advantage, and we'll go ahead and take out this Lance Knight with Brave Camilla. That is going to inflict the gravity on the Troubadour, which is excellent. That is what we want. We want to limit that Troubadour's mobility, and we're going to use Spring Camilla to finish off that Archer. Now we just reposition to safety for the following turn as they make their approach. Reinforcements are going to appear as well, because we did take out a couple of allies. Now on this turn, we would just want to shift to the lower right while taking out as many enemies as possible, and we can accomplish this by first using Spring Camilla to take out this Axe Knight. And then we'll take New Year's Camilla to finish off this Axe Fighter. She'll proc Gale Force in the process, leaving the Sword Dragon by himself, which will be taken out by Brave Camilla. And now we're just going to box ourselves in the corner here as the enemies approach. And that is fine. We're actually going to take a hit from the Troubadour. Again, that Flash Plus effect is going to be on us, but that's okay because we're not counterattacking anybody anyway on this turn. So on this turn, the biggest threat is actually Celica, so we just want to move out of the way safely while picking off enemies along the way. So we can accomplish this by using Brave Camilla to take out the Sword Fighter here. And that'll give us just the necessary buffs for Vanilla Camilla to take out the Lance Cavalier as well. We'll use New Year's Camilla to take out the Troubadour, which will activate Gale Force once again, which will give New Year's Camilla the ability to reposition Vanilla Camilla to safety. And now we just shift Spring Camilla into the corner, again out of the danger zone. And we get one final wave of reinforcements, and it is a bunch of them. There are 4 reinforcements here, but thankfully we're positioned in such a way where we can strategically take them out. So Vanilla Camilla is going to take out the Bow Flyer right quick. That is probably one of the biggest threats that appeared in this latest set of reinforcements. She's actually in the range of the Green Flyer, but she's got distant counter. She's pretty tanky. She's got good res, so she can tank that without any problem, and she's not going to get doubled because she has decent speed as well. Now we're going to use New Year's Camilla to take out this Red Flyer, activate Gale Force in the process, and now we're going to use her to attack Celica. Now, Celica has Miracle, like I said, so she's not going to be able to get taken out on this turn by New Year's Camilla. She's going to be down to 1 HP. However, we've got Spring Camilla here as backup, who can finish off Celica for us. And then we'll take out the Lance Dragon as well, using Brave Camilla here. And then again, that final wave of reinforcements will make their descent. That Green Flyer will take some damage. And now we just want to pick them off strategically. Once again, we'll use Brave Camilla to soften up the Sword Cavalier, which will allow us to finish him off with New Year's Camilla. Again, Gale Force activation, and then she'll go ahead and attack the Blue Cavalier. Won't take him out, but will weaken him enough so that Spring Camilla can finish the job. There we go. And then finally, Vanilla Camilla can make that final kill against the Green Flyer by activating Draconic Aura. And that's it. So that is the strategy that I employed with Camilla Emblem to clear Celica, Queen of Valentia, on our very own Legendary Hero battle on Abyssal difficulty. Let me know in the comments below what strategies and teams you ended up using to clear this Abyssal level challenge. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. We thank you all so much for watching and taking time out of your day to spend with us, especially on Christmas and the holiday season. We thank you so much, and until next time, let's protect those skies.